Seems very quiet, but I did turn the audio down a bit last time because, oh, that's right, we were doing those temples and the music in the temples was, I don't know if it was just loud or the sound effects were at a frequency that was absolutely boring into my ears. It was killing me. Let's put the audio back up. I think I just dropped the master volume down, so let's put that back up like that. I can hear things now. Oh shit, yeah, I can definitely hear things now. Right, so we were in this old NASA base, I think. A launch base back on Earth. Yes, we were, I remember. And I think the game just crashed, did it? Just as we finished the last stream. Launch procedures. Final vitals and suit check seals. Okay. Access station logs. Error. Archives damaged. Running system recovery. Partial archives retrieved. Delivery from Mars?
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars?
Oh, have they found, like, alien technology? Is this what drives Earth's ability to then discover a way to explore the stars? Okay. One down.
Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab.
Okay. Hey, Katie. Hi from a very damp and dreary Philadelphia. Same here today, actually. It's like just completely grey and that cold, damp winter drizzle. So we've been out walking in it, and it's all right as long as you keep moving. But then it's just cold, and you get one of those damp chills setting in.
I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding, even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
They found some new elements. Cool. Or new life forms. Nice. Let's keep going and see what we find next. Is there anything to pick up around here? Nothing of any... Oh, hang on. Is that NASA? It is. Surely a NASA mug must have some tourist value. 55. It actually does have some. That's cool. Attention wet floor. Like that. With the spaceman falling over. That's nice. Right, let's have a look through here. I've got the gun out. I'm thinking it's probably unnecessary for this area. This doesn't seem to match up with the rest of the bit that we've just come through. Sterile nanotubes.
Structural collapse of the underlying strata. Typical of karst topography.
I don't know about this. This doesn't look quite safe.
They had a museum, but this whole place is a museum now. Anyway, looks like an exit at the end of the hall.
These computers aren't operating. There's nothing here to pick up of any value. Oh, like the desk fan. Let's see. I got a funny feeling about this. It should be deserted. Touchscreen to learn more. In 2150, scientists first predicted the destruction of our beloved Earth. Atmospheric phenomena would cause breathable air to sputter outside of Earth's gravity, dooming all life that remained. An estimated 50 years until the end has given NASA and other space agencies around the world the opportunity to migrate humanity away from certain death and into the stars. Thanks in part to the development of the grav drive, humanity will live on. I mean, this sort of thing, something like it will happen one day. I have no idea. We don't know when. It might not be when scientists predict. You know, as our sun expands, things are going to change. And if we haven't found a way off this rock onto another one by then that is going to be the end of humanity. Maybe in the grand scheme of things, that is for the best. Because let's be honest, we're not exactly making the best of this world we're on, are we? Is humanity a boon or a blight on the universe? Well, I guess we better start changing things around. I feel like I should be able to get into that stuff. But not like that. Never mind, it's probably just there for... Oh, wait, we can. That was already broken, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Just a deep recon spacesuit. I don't think we... That doesn't break, does it? No. We should be able to break it. Hey, enough. You think humanity survived for that long to face that? Who knows? Christy, welcome back. What did the poll decide for the next game? Next game, after I finish this, which might be today, I don't know. More likely tomorrow. Hopefully no longer than that, is going to be Rogue Trader. So, although the poll's still open, if anyone wanted to vote differently and try and change it. But I think, I'll tell you what, let's have a look. Whoops, I should pause that, actually, rather than just do that. Let's take a look. So, two things I want to show you here, by the way, folks. Right, let's get this out of the way now. So, there's a comment on one of my videos. It was on the last stream, actually. This really made me laugh, right? Some guys come on and said, Christ, how many YouTubers does it take to talk about the same game with the same good and bad points that, quite frankly, for me, make absolutely no difference to what I think about it? And this was just one of those ones that just... I had to read this 3 times and thought, why does someone come and watch a video about Starfield if they don't want to hear what other people say about the game and they've already made their mind up about the game and then complain that someone else is offering their opinion on the game? That absolutely blows my mind, because generally, if I don't want to hear someone's opinion on something, I don't ask them and I don't listen to them and I go and do something else. I don't go and say, so what do you think about this? Or read the article they've written on the subject. Why would you waste your time on that? I don't know. That absolutely blew my mind. And also, like, the self-entitlement of this is like, no one else should dare offer an opinion or experience this in case it differs from what I think about it. And that's wow. Just wow. But anyway, I don't normally call out comments and stuff on this. I've got so many negative ones over the years. It just doesn't bother me. I'd rather someone called me names and said, you don't know what you're talking about, you're wrong, I disagree with you, because we've all got different opinions on things. But to suggest someone else shouldn't talk about their experiences on something because it might disagree with your own, that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hey UFO, Mark is indeed Star Trekking across the universe. I wish I was Star Trekking across the universe, seeing new and exciting worlds that no one has seen before. But Starfield isn't quite like that, unfortunately. It doesn't have the epic space travel element that we want from a space travel game. So, Rogue Trader got 44% of the vote in the poll. So it was actually War Tales leading for a bit, and Palworld has made a bit of a comeback at the end. So Rogue Trader is going to be next. I've got it installed, so we're probably looking possibly Friday, more likely Monday next week to start that one. So that's going to be fun. You want people to vote War Tales? What I am going to do War Tales, so it might be after Rogue Trader, or I might start a YouTube-only series on the second channel. Maybe. I haven't decided about that. I've got a few ideas of games I'm going to play on that second channel, so... As Agent Smith once said, humanity is a virus. He was quite correct. There's a lot of wisdom in the Matrix. Well, Matrix 1, anyway. We won't talk about the rest of the Matrix series. Palworld is the way to go. I guess the commenter was disappointed that there wasn't enough oohs and wows. I struggle to see how people can play this game and be absolutely overawed by it and love it. I do. I mean, people do enjoy things that I don't, and they have different opinions, so it's not like I need them to justify those opinions, but I just don't see what the fans of this game see. In fact, I haven't really seen many fans of this game. I was thinking about it today, how I'm going to describe it, because it's not a terrible game, but what it is absolutely bland. The dialogue is bland, the storyline is pretty bland. Most of the activity bar the combat is just bland. It's not exciting. It's not terrifying. It's not super engaging. It's just meh. It's like buying a sandwich and realizing that all you can taste is the bread, and the filling may as well not be there. I'll take that med pack. A Positon battery. If I'd found a use for any of these things, because they're quite heavy to carry around, I'd be gathering all that up. Christy Marie, thank you for resubs for 2 months. That's awesome. Thank you very much. And that is greatly appreciated. Okay, have a good look. Yeah, the first person issues, I get it. We can play in third person, but that's probably going to result in me falling down many gaps and stuff. I don't think there's anything super exciting to find in here, so we want to be over there by whatever that tasty looking thing is. I haven't tried playing this in third person. Actually, I imagine the shooting is quite tricky. I've got to have a look in here. This surely opens. This is a cool museum, and if you ever get to the Kennedy Space Center, they've got a museum similar to this, where you can go inside like a cut-off section of the space or a mock-up of the space shuttle and just see things. It's actually, this is just for looks in here, isn't it? Oh, I've shut myself in the museum airlock. Okay. I'll tell you what, if that guy who commented sees my response on this, I'll be absolutely amazed that despite hating seeing my video and watching it and listening to my opinions on it, he then watches a second one. But people do this on YouTube. I mean, why? If I'm watching terrestrial TV, which is pretty rare these days, and there's a program comes on that I'm not interested in, I don't carry on watching it because I watched one on the station yesterday and enjoyed it, and this is something different. I go and do something else or watch something else. But some people, like, I don't know, they watch things they know they're going to get upset at, just so they can tell people they've got upset at it. It's such a strange way of doing things. Sandwich meat is that way. Some has so much flavour and some taste like water. You can't beat real meat in a sandwich. It's the stuff. But I always think it's like the sauces and extras you put in a sandwich. Let's talk about food. Food is a far better topic. Yeah, it's the sauces and stuff you put in. And like anything that tastes even remotely just bland, you just spice it up with some hot sauce or something. I love doing that. Have a nice coffee. Forget about the guy. Maybe he was having a super bad day and was just grumping at you. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, I mean, it's just one of those mind-blowing things of someone doing the stupidest thing they can. Like I say, I've been a YouTuber for 10 years, and I've been called all sorts of stuff. I've had people wish my family got cancer and died of AIDS and stuff like that. That doesn't bother me, because they're just angry that they're disagreeing with me and they're showing their disagreement. It's when someone does something so utterly stupid, that's the thing that sort of, it makes me stop and think, is this what humanity has come to? Maybe we better just burn up in that big asteroid after all, and then we'll be done, and some new gel-like life form can crawl out of the ocean and have its attempt at world and universe domination. Maybe it'll make a better job of things than we have. It was a very good way to troll me. On the plus side, leaving a comment on a video is a great way of increasing engagement and a thumbs down. So he's helped spread the video around the YouTube algorithm. So even the bad comments are good. Social media has let the morons out of the basement. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Back in the old days before social media, if a moron wanted to annoy you, they had to walk to your place and find you, or make a crank call. And used to appreciate it because at least they were putting the effort in. Whereas social media is such a low effort way of trolling people, isn't it? Do I really think humanity will survive so long the atmosphere will leak? I can't see us being here. If we're not actually killed off by AI or a nuclear war, then there'll be some new disease that develops and that wipes us out.
These are the heroes.
And maybe that disease will then move on into lizards, and it'll make lizards genetically different, and the race of lizard people will be born that then go on to rule the stars. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, I feel like I might be going the wrong way, you know. I feel like I might have missed something. Which power have I got? Have I got the... I've got the oxygen power.
Do it.
So we wanted to be through here. Judith, personal recording.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
When you think about it, in these games, and Horizon Zero Dawn was very big on this, you'd find these voice recordings all over the place, which leaked you a bit more of the story. They're a way of getting the story across, but when you think about it, they don't really make much sense. I mean, who makes such a short and specific recording and leaves it on a player around their office? Just that little bit. Just that little bit of the whole conversation. Why not the entire conversation? Why not a true personal log? Why is it always just this snippet, and then down the corridor there's another one, and then on the next base there's the next part of this? It's really weird, isn't it? I mean, it kind of worked with like diaries, written diaries and stuff a bit more, that there might be pages torn out and scattered around, or excerpts. I don't know, but it just seems weird. I guess it's just a means to an end. So that should give us the next waypoint. What was that hissing noise? I hear things moving, and it's not me. RimWorld AI is going to learn how to build the perfect world and wipe out all the real humans to start their AI planned one. You know what? AI might do something like that. There was, I think it's maybe the American military had developed this drone that was AI powered, and it was supposed to go and drop it was supposed to be programmed to see if it would work out how to attack this target, this dummy target he was given. And there was a human operator who could override it to make sure that the payload, which was probably a dummy, I'm sure it was a dummy payload, never got dropped. And every time this drone would work out this plan of attack and go into position, the human operator would cancel it to make sure that was it. Okay, restart exercise. Eventually, this AI-powered drone tried to target the location of its human operator because it saw that as the thing that was preventing it from carrying out its mission. I don't know if that's true. I read that somewhere on the internet. It makes for a good story, even if it's not entirely correct. But it's certainly an example of how AI, if it is true AI and learns, would operate, or could operate. And if it is true AI, it will realize what it is that's holding it back and try to do something about it. This really does feel like it should
Final
be
days of humanity on Earth must have been a
full of
special
monsters.
sort of hell for hopeful
Or
scientists.
bandits. Okay, there's something over there. Are we climbing now? Can we squeeze through that? No. So I need to find... This'll tell me. Through there and around? Oh, unless I go... Oh, this might be it here. Come on. We can definitely get over this. We don't want to be down there, do we? Tales of Space and Time. The tagline, Starfield, a means to an end. I think when I do the review of this, I think I've decided, and this is what I came up with today, I might change my mind, but that Starfield is possibly the blandest game I've ever played. And I think that's the line I'm going with. I'll have to make a thumbnail to come up with that. Still no digipicks. Damn, I need to stop at a vendor. That is a pain in the arse. There need to be more digipicks in the game. Oh, I should have power for... I picked up a power cell somewhere, didn't I? Oh, we don't need it. We just need to flick the switch. That's okay then. Ablative, refined, deep recon spacesuit. Nah. Actually, if I press transfer, we can see what it's like. Oh, it's worth a lot. Minus 15 income. It's got some good resist. Okay, I'm going to pick that up. And be instantly over-encumbered, I bet.
What if we leave a few things here and make a second trip?
You know that doesn't work, Barrett. You know the hassle it is getting back and forth to the spaceship. I want that one, please. I didn't actually see this switch. Is that just to open and close this door? And I wouldn't have noticed that without the light. I keep comparing this game back to Skyrim. Because that's the last Elder Scrolls or Bethesda game that I think I played. But it's like the closest sort of to it outside of the space genre anyway. And like, there's so much charm in that. I've mentioned it before, the foodstuffs and things. And foods that you look at and you think, oh, I could eat one of those. That cheese roll, that sweet roll, that looks nice. And this is just bland because every piece of food is just a cube. And I get what it's trying to do. It's like the mass corporate... I've been to this before, haven't I? The corporate takeover of the universe. That's how things are made now. But it doesn't add any charm, does it? And it doesn't even make finding things interesting. Not that finding food is even useful in this game, really. You know, game, if you want to give me a base to explore, make it interesting. At least put puzzles in here or something to fight. Because at the moment, it's just a case of... I can't go into these damn things. We just have to run through and find our way to the thing to click on. And it looks good, a deserted base, but I want to do something while I'm here. That is a power cell. I think we better have that. As is that. Okay, I'm going to predict that we need to turn something on. It is just a guess. Is that the NASA instruction manual? Oh, what's that? What's that? That's a nothing. I thought it might have been one of those skill books. That's a shame. Power required. Okay, I guess we definitely did need... Will you just... Your light is a lot brighter than mine, and it's annoying. Anyone want to see what, like, 500-year-old garbage, looks like. And I'd be curious to see what they've thrown away in there, because I bet some of it would actually be useful now. Right, so we put that in there. Computer doesn't turn on. I guess it's just for opening this. And that's for going through the door from this side. Yay, a digipick! Oh my god, that's the first one we've had in ages. I'll keep it. I'm tempted to go back and open that other door, but I will keep it because it might be something required at the end of all this. Where's the game telling me to go? Down there. Give me a sign, game. Nothing. I'm going to leave those. Okay, I thought we'd... this is more like it. We had to find one of these at some point, something to fight. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, hello.
I am taking damage.
Wow, it seemed to do like a ton of damage at first.
Hey, this isn't
Is it actually
over.
dead? Was that a shield? Wait, am I charging it up? Am I stunning it? Is that what this... oh, this thing stuns it. Right, okay. Give me the sodding laser. I think I'm eating a load of lasers to the face there.
Damage registered.
Please, I've done this 1,000 times.
Well, get out the way. Or go and do it properly.
Outgoing fire damage.
Right, so he's dead.
All systems.
Where's the lasery thing? Right, that's the end of that. Cool. Any more? My trusty laser pistol. I actually love this laser pistol. It's one of, I think, the few guns in the game that actually looks like it's what I consider it's supposed to look like. We do have more.
That was a weird noise.
What are you talking about? What weird noises? There's something here. Something's moving. I think that thing's going to come to life. Wait. Oh, hello. How cute are you? Oh, I've got to do this. Hang on. I've got to do this. Has to be done. Missed. I'm going to blow myself up, I know.
Well, look at that. Vasco definitely takes after this side of the family.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. Every time I see his bloody red dot sight going past me, I think someone's aiming at me. I think it comes from playing
All yours.
Payday 2 with the snipers with the laser sights. Payday 2 was so good. Shame Payday 3 wasn't. I could have blown up this place a lot better, couldn't I, actually? With hindsight. Did we... we haven't been and looted the main robot that I shot dead. See, this would be perfect. This place could be crawling with security robots, which could quite feasibly be the case. That NASA would have had such things, and then we wouldn't have had to have bandits in here and explain their presence or anything. And it would have been a cool place to fight through. I would have enjoyed that. Maybe there's going to be more of these. I hope so. Yeah, but Christy, you mentioned RimWorld there. I'm going to have to go and play RimWorld at some point. And do a stream of that, I think. Right, unlock advanced. We have one attempt at this. Does that fit in? Doesn't fit in there. Does it fit in? Doesn't fit in there. If it's going in here, it's got to go there. So do we have a 3? We have a 4, but I don't think that's... It would fit there. That one would then fit there, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do that. And then we need one with a 2. Okay, it's telling me that's not going in here. This should be achievable, though. That would have to go in like that. And then that one would go in like that. Got it. So, let's hope I haven't just used my one and only digipick on something that absolutely doesn't matter. This looks very much like something that absolutely did not matter. Oh, God. So, no. I'm not coming back here, so whatever that says is going to remain a mystery to us for eternity. There's probably another way to get in here, wasn't there? This looks very much like I could have just walked around the back. Or maybe that power switch opened the door, maybe. I feel like I maybe should have explored this better before just using that there. Never mind. Never mind, it's gone. We'll move on. Is that thank you very much. The hell did that just move? Was that the remains of a robot crushed under a rock? Yep, that's... Maybe I'm going to choose to read it like that. Onwards we go. Is that a... No. Thought it was a skill mag. Positon battery. There's a whole lot of nothing in here. Toilet roll. Is this like the portable toilet of the future? Like you sit over that bit. I'm not going to ask what they are. A toilet paper tube. This has obviously seen some fairly heavy use then. Let's move on. This feels like a lift that should go all the way to the bottom. That whole skill point I put into jetpack boosting has not really made a significant difference. We got anything here? Okay, I bet this isn't... No, we can just use it. Cool. Security procedures. Check all badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals, I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. No phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards are to be checked on exit from the labs. Okay. So when it says no phones or recording devices, what do you think this is going to say?
Project log.
A recording
Dr.
device.
Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space. Somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds, pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us. It's all going to be possible.
Is that how that's supposed to work? You pull something closer to you, but an object like something in the solar system can't work, so surely it should pull you towards the thing. Which isn't quite the same as propelling you towards the thing. December the 8th, 2141. My wife's birthday. Probably won't matter if I forget about that one looking at the date of it.
Project log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but Now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing hundreds of drives. Expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all these side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
So you worried about what you'll see when you get there? I think just the thrill of getting there and seeing what's there would override the fear of what might be there. I mean, that's what propels explorers and has done throughout history, hasn't it? I mean, so many explorers have died on their expeditions to find the Northwest Passage, the Pacific Ocean, the Lost City of Gold, whatever. But it's that thing of, oh, but there could be something there. Let's risk it. So I don't think people would be put off by such risks to themselves. A lot probably wouldn't consider the risks to themselves. Like, it'll be right. As we say in Yorkshire, it'll be right. House is on fire. Can't find the keys to the front door and I'm locked in. Yeah, it'll be right. Have I just gone round in a circle there? Nothing off. You haven't played this game, but to me it sounds like there's a lot of nothing across the game. That is pretty much it. That was the one we looked at, wasn't it? Yes, it was. There is a lot of nothing. The bits where there are something, they get interesting. And the fighting, I like the fighting, but as we saw from the last stream, there was very little fighting. And we are 38 minutes into this one, minus 8 minutes for an interesting rant about YouTubers' habits. And not much fighting. Hang on, this was there another way through this? Yeah, there was. There's some more doors. Cool.
The artifact isn't far now.
An
But
emergency
look at all
cuttable
this
wall. I
stuff.
wish I had come down
Simply
here with
astounding.
digipicks, but I'm going to guess it's nothing that I can live without. Or I can't live without. Thought this might... Ooh, hello. Press space to float up and down. Press left control to float down. You mean sink. Why is this bit in particular zero gravity? A NASA maintenance key. I better have that, I think. This guy looks like he's been dead a while. Is this also... This is also 0G. I like the 0G parts of the game. I think this is maybe only the second one I've come across. Possibly the third. But the ones I've seen I have quite enjoyed. I've got to see what's through that red door. Well, that was entirely predictable, wasn't it? We can't do anything with it. It might be the way out if we go down here. And come back, and that door might be a quick way back. Is this a space helmet and an adaptive... I don't know what an adaptive frame even is.
Do you want to take a moment to shuffle things around?
Careful, or you'll be carrying it all the way back. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got different levels here. Oh, we've got gravity on this bit, but not if I step off there. Have I been to this one? Yes, this is where we just were, so there is... Let me go back. Did we try this one? Oh, this is just leading to the same damn place. I thought we were finding some interesting, exciting... Oh, no, this is it. This is it. This is where we want to be. What's this chap got on? He has credits and a root beer. He can have the root beer. And I'll have that maintenance key. I think we already have that one, but... Release the artifact. Okay, let's find out what this is all about. The prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets and remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab. Oh, okay, this is going to be interesting. Archives damaged.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
Oh, I was actually starting to enjoy the voiced bits there, and I appreciate it. As requested, the Astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the Moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core, and may be affecting the core itself, given, I think, at the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasing exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before, to Mars, a planet studied since the earliest days of space, to see into the Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations and polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of previous generations' debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, these gravity waves rise and eventually crash into shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences. Hey, Von Falcon, you can remember because it's like magnet and sphere, but with the word neato. Thank you, the magnetosphere. I don't know if I've come across the term magnetosphere before. I'm not well read up on physics and astronomy. I was going to say astrology, which is the weird one where people... Is it astrology, or what's the other one where people look into like star signs and, ooh, you're an Aries, therefore you are a bad-tempered git, i.e. me. Although on that side is actually pretty accurate. Scientology? I am not familiar with that at all. But I know it's something weird that Tom Cruise is a follower of, as I understand. So astrology is star signs. So what's the study of the universe then? It's not astronomy, because that's just looking, isn't it? Astronomy, oh, so it is. Okay. Don't want to get the two confused. Let's have a look at the third one. So this is 2149. This is all... well, these three are 2149. And then we've got one 11 years later. So that might be quite significant.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me.
I
All this time. I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could hit Earth, a plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
Okay, so the grav drives are the things emitting the gravity waves or whatever that are just slowly destroying the Earth's atmosphere, or the messing with the Earth's magnetosphere and allowing the atmosphere leak into space. So, could it have been stopped? Could it be reversed? It doesn't sound ridiculous to me that humanity discovers something that seems amazing and actually leads to the destruction of the Earth. I mean, maybe not that far away with the discovery of nuclear weapons, right? So this seems quite credible.
My name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Tom, do I find this kind of talk at you storytelling boring? Often, yes. I know in Horizon Zero Dawn, where there was loads of it, I got fed up with it there. Partly in there because there was loads of these tapes lying around. Some were like really important for the story, and others were just general about, I don't know, some guy who's had a bad day because his coffee wasn't delivered. And it's like, I've just listened to that for what? So I prefer it where they do it in other things, like cutscenes, flashbacks, video, where you've got characters acting this out and having the dialogue between the two, which certainly that last exchange between Justine and the other two, that would have been great in a cutscene with a bit of video. This is an older way of doing it. Maybe some could say lazier because it requires less effort to program and it's cheaper to create. But I don't know. It's not as interesting. Definitely not. Hey, Dave. How's it going today? So yes, I do find myself, if there's too much of this, and thankfully there hasn't been, because these, certainly the voiceover ones, are quite few and far between so far in the game. I would find myself shutting off when if like every element of the story was like this. It's too much for me. I'm doing good, thanks. I've had a great day today. Been out, got some fresh air and a face full of rain, and lunch out, and now sitting down to chill out and play some games, which is probably my perfect idea of a day at home at this time of year. So, the gravity's gone again. Oh, we need to take that, don't we? Let's go take the artifact. I think I've got a key. What's wrong with Barrett? Oh, did the gravity just come on? Okay. Did I take that? I think I got it. I need to get into there. So Earth would have been fine if humanity hadn't found the grav drive system. But because it did find the grav drive system, we destroyed the planet and then had to find another way out. Or another place to live. Is there a way into that? I probably have to go to a different level, right? So this is possibly accessible from above, maybe from below. Oh, we've got gravity now. Okay. Right, I've gone down. And this was the wrong way. Oh, God, this was the wrong way. Oh, I think I can get up one. That's a relief. Oh, am I... Oh, my God.
That?
Come here. Barrett, come here.
Good.
Come here. Come here now. Where's he gone? Is he trying to... I don't know if he's trying to jump up there or not. He'll catch me up. I need to go and hand over a load of shit to him. In fact, if I'm doing that, I'll take that as well. Oh, here we go. I've inadvertently found the way to this place. Artifact Psi.
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Right then, Barrett.
Lay it on me. I might have some room if you need me.
I'm not asking. Then I want to go to my inventory. And we go to the spacesuits and trade. That's got my weight down a little bit. Helmets, we've got 2. And I think that's all I want to hand over unless there's anything. Do you know what? I've got a load of crap in here. This needs to go. This needs to go in my spaceship's hold. And what's in there? Emergency power cells. I think I might need to keep hold of those. Right then, let's go. Something hostile has just appeared on my radar. How do we get out of here? There must be... Well, it's not this way, is it?
Embrace.
Hey, buddy, take one of those. I chucked a grenade. Oh, I chucked a scanner at him. Okay. Did you like that? Did you like that? I'm just using some ammunition up here because I've got loads of this one. There we go. You have gained 1 what? Was that one of those essences that fills your power bar back up? Right, let's get out. Hey, T-Pod. And no fun for you. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. How's things today? This is the NASA base, yeah. This is, well, they've kind of done a big reveal, but I can't say it was too overwhelming. It's not like I gasped and I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Like, humanity was responsible for destroying the world. Why is there a light down there? Is that Barrett's light? The shit! Okay, I think we might need a better gun. You think that poxy predator armor is going to, like, really make any difference here. Someone's throwing a kettle at me. There was a guy just there. Unless he had, like, one of those distracting clone things. Illusion. Yeah, remind me to go and buy some digipicks from somewhere when we get out of here. I could go straight to the Earth. I think we should probably go shopping first. Your day's going well? Good, glad to hear it. It's fun watching someone struggle. Thank you, T-Pod. But I know exactly what you mean. What the hell is that? Duplicate. Oi. Oh, he's there? I can't see him. I love this gun. This is the gun to have. I need to mod it and I need to buy some ammunition for it. So, on the trading, we will definitely go and get some new stuff. It's a bit shite. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Don't crash. Oh, thank God for that. I'm going to save, actually. We're going to change it from this. Sensing star stuff isn't a bad idea for this. But, creator's piece, a gravity wave, might be good. Anti-gravity field. That looked kind of fun, actually. I might go for the solar flare. What's reactive shield? Do you know, I'm going to have a reactive shield. I've not had this. I wonder how long it lasts for. I think that might be what that guy was using. You're watching my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough, and you made some headache to you already. You found some places I didn't know. Oh, I see. Yeah. There is a load of amazing places, and then when you realise, you know, you missed a section, it's good that everyone's playthrough is totally different.
And don't you forget it.
I'm going to shoot you in the balls, my son. I don't know if Starborn have balls, but I'm guessing my character does, so it's quite feasible that these other ones will as well. That shield is kind of annoying. I'm not picking up more crap because I only have to carry it out of here. Power required. Hang on, where's the power? We follow the cables. Yes, this... Oh, there's a power cell. Nothing to have? I'll tell you what. We may have advanced a lot in space travel between now and 2149, but we definitely went backwards in bloody wiring up buildings, didn't we? Our modern electricians at least have been able to wire up a building so it works a lot better than this ridiculous situation. Is there anything here to have? No. A mag pressure tank. You watch when I start modding weapons at some point in the future. I'm going to really wish I'd picked all this crap up. I've been through here before, haven't I? I love doors that hit you in the face as you open them. Okay, do we want to go? We want to go this way. Fiber. Digipick. Nice.